Want a business you love that pays you well? Want a lifestyle where you can do what you want, when you want? Then you are in the right spot. It's time to overcome online overwhelm with OnlineMasterPlanSeries.com. Here's your host and one of the OMS mentors, Laura Waage.
Andrew, there are definitely tips and tricks that we leverage for successful delegation. Can you share one of your personal tricks in how you make delegation work for you?
Yeah, I guess one of the hardest things is to find the right person to do the job, and often you need these people to actually have a bit of a thought process behind it. Sometimes you want people to think for themselves because there may be some unfinished pieces to the information you've given them. So when I look for a new person, my trick is that I actually give them maybe 3/4 of the picture. I don't tell them the full picture, and I leave some out on purpose to see if they can fill the blanks themselves and therefore think for themselves in case there's a problem down the track. And if they can finish that task fully without having to come back and say, what do I do here, what do I do there, then I know that I've got the right person. If I give them all of the information, I hold them by the hand, it means I'm going to have to keep doing that all the time, and I don't really know their full potential. So I like to leave a little bit out in the description of the job so that they can come up with their own answer if they can, and if they do that, and it's a great result, then I'm happy to employ them.
Well, the other thing that can often come out of that is that you get ideas from other people. You give somebody 3/4 of the information, and they may come back and fill that quarter gap with something that you never even thought of, or a different spin than you would have considered. And sometimes that can just help aid our creative process and take things to another level. It's an ingenious way to handle it.
Yeah, I love it, and as you're right, I do find out some new stuff I've never thought of before. And at the end of the day, it depends on what task you're doing. If it's a graphical piece, which I really am not good at graphics, if I give them my spin on it, it's gonna look like me. I want them to come up with their expertise and say, hey, this is what I think is going to look like. So I give them that little bit of leeway to do that.
And people that feel self-empowered to give you great work will give you great work. If a lot of times if they work within such strict confines, then you're right. They're producing what you want, but not necessarily the greatest work that they're capable of.
Very good. Very true.
That's it for this episode. Don't let your next promising idea stop dead in its tracks because your overwhelm gets in the way. You need our free tips. Head on over to OvercomeOnlineOverwhelm.com now.